Hey everybody, I got asked a question yesterday about what is the difference between doing a full body workout versus a split body part routine. So full body session, you do a bit of upper body, a bit of lower body, a bit of arms, a bit of core, all in the same session. Whereas a body part split routine, you just focus on smashing one muscle part to absolute pieces. So for example, you might do chest one day, you might do back the next, shoulders the next, and so on and so on. And there isn't a right or wrong way to do it. There's no right or wrong answer. There's just it's just a different method. So there's advantages to both, and we just need to assess which is the best method to use at that point in time based on a number of different factors such as personal preference, genetics, body type, recovery capabilities, and importantly what the goal is. Let's take, for example, if the goal is to build muscle. So just as a prerequisite, I want you to go back and refresh yourself on the 3 mechanisms of muscle hypertrophy, which I spoke about in a video I did a couple months ago on maximizing muscle growth. Because the 3 mechanisms we spoke about were mechanical tension, metabolic stress, and muscular damage. Now, no matter whether we do a full body workout or a split body part routine, we're only going to be able to maximize muscle growth if we're ticking all 3 of those criteria. And obviously we need to be in a little bit of a calorie surplus to build muscle. But the idea is, or the argument is that it's going to be easier to tick off a couple of those boxes, i.e. the metabolic stress and potentially the muscular damage one, if we're doing a body part split routine versus if we try to build muscle using a full body routine. Now, all the research says it can be done either way as long as the volume is equated throughout the week. So let's say, for example, if on a body part split routine you were to do a bunch of different exercises but it added up to about 20 sets. If you did a full body workout where you did 20 sets on chest but you split it up over 4 workouts, so let's say you did 5 sets on the Monday, 5 sets on the Tuesday, 5 sets on a Thursday and 5 sets on a Friday, as long as we're ticking the right boxes, it shouldn't really matter at all. But yeah, the argument is it might be easier to build up greater metabolic stress, i.e. get a bigger pump, get more what we call cell swelling and build up more waste products in the muscle if we did it all on the same day. But again, it kind of comes down to personal preference. Let's flip it now, and let's say if the major goal was fat loss, I'm probably going to say that it's easier to do it doing full body sessions, because if we're doing big badass movements like squats, deadlifts, lunges, dips, pull-ups, military presses, rows, and then when we're working our core, we're doing big full body movements like planks, like hanging leg raises, rollouts, exercises that work massive amounts of muscles all at once. The calorie burn is going to be so much greater every single session because we're working all those big major muscles. Whereas, you know, doing a body part split routine, every time we train shoulders and arms, you know, you can do as many bicep curls as you want, but you're never going to burn as many calories in an hour as if you were to do a full body session. So ultimately there's no right or wrong way, but there may be better ways to do it dependent on what your goal is.